Welcome, agents, to strain number 2 of the Zero Point Report, a broadcast all about the news surrounding the Secret World IP. Today is July 11th, 2019, and I am your host for this evening, Ocho. With me tonight, we have Ember
Hello.
and Jimmy the Rabbit.
Heyo.
How you guys doing this fine evening?
It's almost Friday. It's almost a weekend.
Almost. Almost.
Pretty good, pretty good.
I was just telling my wife this morning, because we don't have like a trash schedule because I live in a condo development, so it's just like whenever we feel like taking it down to the dumpsters. And so I was like, this makes no sense. I'm just gonna do it every Monday. And she's like, why Monday? I'm like, because Monday is trash. I was like, it's gonna be the easiest way for me to remember. So welcome. Who do we have in chat? We got Vomer, we got Bloodwed. Oh, Bloodwed, how are you? We got Hollow Point, and of course we got Jimmy, and we got Ember, and we got
You have
myself.
no sound.
We have sound.
We have sound.
No sound.
No, we have sound. Blood, are you not hearing sound?
Okay,
good.
fixed. So wait, did you all get all that? We got all that? Yeah.
Oh,
Bloodwood had no sound.
Just
Yeah.
Bloodwood had no sound. Okay, all right, that's fine.
Now I gotta recover from a heart attack. I'm like, what?
I was like, I gotta start over from the beginning. That's all right.
We'll do it live.
We'll do it live. So, well, welcome, agents. It's been a couple busy weeks in the Secret World. We did not have a show last Thursday just because it was July 4th here in the United States, and burgers and hot dogs and
Fireworks, so am I.
fireworks and what have you.
Explodey things.
That's right. An anniversary in and of itself. So we actually took Baby Ocho to his first parade.
Oh,
And,
nice.
Oh yeah, no, he kind of. Actually, I don't know. I have no idea. He's kind of hard to read. It's like, did he really enjoy it? It was like, meh. He just kind of sat in his stroller and was like, all right, this is fine.
Well, you didn't do anything.
Everyone's throwing candy, and he's just like, I don't eat that. Give me the raisins. Give me the, give me something healthy. I don't eat that. So anyway, we got some news this week. Not a whole bunch going on, but we have the end of the anniversary, which officially ended, and the end of the Megaversary. Well, Megaversary 2, Agarthan Boogaloo, ended as well. And then in other Funcom news, we have some a Moons of Madness gameplay footage. 12 minutes of gameplay footage for Moons of Madness was released. So a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff anyway.
Yeah, there's this. It was pretty much for the past couple weeks. There was just so much going on.
Yeah. I did like an anniversary marathon or some crap.
Yeah, and there's that too.
I mean, that's just what it feels like.
And all of the it was just Secret World after Secret World after Secret World.
Do you know how taxing it is to try and make sure that 9 characters get all their stuff for an anniversary every day?
Not because I can
Oh,
get.
At some point, I started losing track. I had an Excel spreadsheet, and that just stopped getting updated. It was helpful at first.
But Bloodwood says yes, actually.
Well, what doesn't help is when it's like across 3 accounts, right? And you're like, can I close the game and launch it again, and still get into that Talos? You know?
You start speedrunning closing games and opening them again.
Yeah. The game doesn't like that particularly.
No, it does not.
But yeah. I think I still got one character that didn't get the Whammo bat, which is depressing.
That's disappointing.
Because there's nothing you can do about that. You're just RNG boned.
And here, last year, that I got it literally on the first try. And so I thought that was just you just kind of get it just for doing it.
I mean, you do. Supposedly, you only get it when you get a candy. If you're gonna get so it's like once a day you have a shot at it. Now, I would swear on a stack of Bibles last year that I got it on a character not on the first run through, but like literally after smashing pinatas for like 20 minutes, I got it.
Okay.
But
That's not too bad.
Everyone else has declined that to be. The only thing I can figure, which is possible, is that it has its own cooldown that is not tied to anything else. So like when your dailies reset or something is not when your pinata like resets. Your pinata resets literally like 24 hours from the last time you did. So
that's possible, yeah.
So yeah, if you do them at weird times, right, and then like the next day you're hitting pinatas, all you're getting is flares. Well, if you hit the time where it ticks over, you could hit a pinata, and then boom, now you got a candy and the bat. So I have a feeling maybe that's what happened to me that made it feel like I got it from smashing a lot of pinatas. Because I was just smashing pinatas during or across the time of it resetting. Because there's no way to track it. I even looked at the...
Unless you track it yourself, like in your head mentally.
Yeah, unless you make a note of when you did it, but there's no way. Like, I even looked on Effects UI for like invisible buffs. Because you can track like the Rosenball cooldown via that invisible buff tracker. But it's not there.
Well, I know there's probably a lot of people out there that do like spreadsheets of what they do, what they've gotten, stuff like that. I mean, it's just it's a job in itself.
Says the person.
I mean, I literally do that. Right now. Like, yeah.
Confess.
My spreadsheet is epic.
Do you go into the multi letters and numbers? So many columns.
Oh no, it's not even that. It's just tabs. Instead of expanding, instead of going like past A to Z on one tab, I just go into a second tab. Just keep going.
We're all made of spreadsheets.
I mean, it's true, sort of.
It's true. When you go down into it, it's actually true.
Yeah.
So, the anniversary event ended early on July 10th, or at least earlier than we thought it was going to. But it ended earlier than we certainly would have liked, yes. On July 10th, just a day after they had originally planned it to, on July 9th. So it was originally planned to end on the 9th, but Andy posted on the Discord server an explanation for the 10th to allow for the 22nd full day, 23 days total if you logged on before 9 a.m. on the 10th. So wasn't a full 28, but it did get 23 in there. But Andy posted on Discord on July 8th. He said, the anniversary was inadvertently shut off earlier today, which would be the 8th. This was not intended. Event activities and decorations should be enabled as of this writing and will officially conclude at 9 a.m. EDT on July 10th.
Which it did.
Which
exactly.
It did, yes. No one forgot to leave lights on. It did shut down. So as where the event lasted 28 days in 2018, it only lasted 23 days this year, making that extra week of spare bags not as accurate.
Yeah, you could get 2 of them if you managed to log in on the 10th, like, before 9 a.m. You would have gotten the second one out of that row. But yeah, no 7-day filler.
No, and that unfortunately, because it's a little weird, because usually games like to throw in buffer time, but we only got
Yeah.
2 to 3 days buffer time. It's still okay. It's still buffer.
I mean, it's better than no. It's basically it's really 1 day buffer, 2 buffer if you manage to get in the morning, right? But like, it's really only a one full buffer day, which is not much at all compared to 7 buffer days.
7 buffer days, yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
And I honestly don't truly understand the process behind that.
No.
But I guess we'll see. I don't know. I don't know what leaving the event on for an extra like 5 days would have changed necessarily. Doesn't seem like there's a lot more maintenance to it. I don't know. Maybe it just turns down petition time.
Or maybe there's so much
As I
stuff
blood
that
what
they
it
had to
is
clean up.
says, is it my imagination or did they let us cash out our unused hives last year for shards?
They-
You should still be
they
able
do.
to.
No. So
Yes.
here's how that works, and it's how it works last year. It doesn't just automatically do that. They have to do an update to like turn that on. And the same thing happened last year. It wasn't immediate. They need a
Okay.
patch. Yeah. So expect the server to have to go down for an actual patch before you're able to turn your extra hives into shards.
Yeah, so don't just delete them because they're shards.
Yeah. I deleted them because I needed space, but
Well, I mean,
And then-
if you can get shards pretty much
I'm at
elsewhere, I mean, they
3.6
are
million
only shards, but they're still shards.
I don't really need them right now. I don't even know what I'm gonna end. I mean, I need like museum number 2 at this point to have somewhere to put shards.
Open up another wing.
We need another sink, another
Yeah,
shard.
like I
sink.
just need like a Seoul branch of the museum to open up. I have enough shards to fund that. But yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
that's pretty much what the museum is. Really, is it's a shard sink.
Oh, it
It's
is.
a- I mean, get all the special drops, sure, but
Yeah,
I,
no, for
I
sure.
forget. Like I calculated out on my spreadsheet. I calculated out something like the amount of just anima shards I would need to fund the entire museum. It's in the millions. It's in the
No, it is for sure.
it's like far in the millions, like 2 to 3 or 3 or 4 million, something like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm at over 3.5 million right now. So I still could do.
That's right. That's about enough. Yeah.
Yeah, it's either 3 or 5, I think, for the museum. If I remember correctly, something like. I used to know it too.
Oh no. Okay, no. No, I'm wrong. It's more in the 8. It's 8.4 million is what I need.
Yeah, it's a lot. I remember at some point I was really far along and I still needed 2 million shots. So I know it's significant. But generally you don't do it all at once. Like, that's
No,
not how it
no.
works. You might so I mean it's one of those things like yeah, you'll spend that much shards on it, but it's over time. Even if you do it
it's
in
over
huge
time of you
chunks.
collecting everything else out and collecting all
exactly.
the stuff. Yeah, it's one of those you'll get there eventually, but there is a big number that you need.
Yeah. Well, also, there's that one item that's from. There's one that's like. There's one that's moth, right? Not moth, third age fragment. There's the one that's third age fragments.
Yeah.
There's also the custodial anima infuser that's 200,000 shards by itself.
Yes. That's in my calculations. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, there's all kinds of. It definitely is a sink.
That's kind of why they put it in, really.
Oh
to-
yeah.
Yeah, 'cause they needed an anima shard sink. And
Well, it
that's
was a
good one.
sink in TSW as well. It's just an AP sink.
Yes.
Everything it costs you AP to do it in TSW.
Which is why they put in the Dark Agartha. Dark Agartha itself is an AP-SP sync.
Right. Yeah, that was the weird part in TSW is you had the AP sync, but you had no SP sync. You know what I mean?
True. Yes.
Like, There's like this bizarre thing where you're like, well, I had somewhere to put AP. Where does this SP go?
Don't worry about it. Just keep holding on to it. 234. That's respectable.
So, yeah. Anyways.
Anyway, so let's go over the individual events that took place during the Megaversary. Megaversary 2, Agarth and Boogaloo also ended along with the anniversary. And that to me is even though the anniversary you got, the daily logins and stuff, and you had the mega bosses, which we have,
and the raid. Get the raid.
And the raid.
I love that raid.
The Haykeeper raid. It's a fun raid, yeah.
I think it would make a good 10-man raid. Kind of like Flappy.
Oh, yeah.
Because Flappy was originally just a 40-man raid.
And then you'd actually get to see some of the mechanics.
Yeah, like I pay attention to mechanics, but yeah, a lot of people don't. I feel like it's more fun if you have some kind of idea what the mechanics are and you try to use them. It's also more necessary when you have way less people.
Yes.
I managed to get a couple of those this year again, where it was like super tight.
Then you need to have somebody go and take care of the guys that are walking down the paths, and you need someone to go take care of them.
We had a ring of like 8 custodians plus more coming. Those are the interesting times. The 2-3 a.m. haykeepers with like the 12 people.
Yep.
But yeah,
can we beat this? No. But
maybe.
Should we try? Hell, heck yeah.
No, we beat the one I was in. I was in one that failed. There was one that failed. Which was sad because it was really close. It was really close. Too many people over-focused on the custodian.
Yeah,
when the custodian sits down, you have time before they stand up again, right? You can't just stand there and wait for them to get up. You have to come hit the boss. Otherwise, like, the boss's health never goes down. So that's a problem. So I was in one that failed, but got damn close.
Puzzle Well.
I was in another one that worked.
Puzzle Well in chat says had a few runs like that. It was a blood pressure spike.
Yes. It gets intense at the end, man. When the custodian is literally like a toe away from the gatekeeper, and his health is so low, you're like, oh, we can get him. That guy has to not touch him.
Those are the best, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like those are the ones that you remember. Than the ones where it's like, we went in and we face rolled them. It's like, okay.
Yeah,
right.
You get a sense of accomplishment. Yeah, there definitely were other ones where we went in and I think maybe 2 custodians spawned or something. Didn't even make it down the ramp. Like, gatekeeper just got obliterated. Yeah, the high pressure ones are much more interesting. And you pay attention to the mechanics more in those too.
Because you have to. You literally just have to. Otherwise, it's not.
Yeah,
you're not gonna win.
A lot of people don't realize that the buff you get is a damage boost, and that you do want to get rid of it so that you don't take a health hit, but you don't want to get rid of it too soon because you want the damage boost as long as possible.
Right.
Like there's a gameplay mechanic there where you're like, okay, where's the circle I need to run to? All right, do as much damage as possible. Make sure I'm near the circle, and at the last second, ditch out to the circle, and you know what I mean? There's strategy there.
So, but turn it into the turn it into the way that it was. Basically, have like 40 people in there, and just get rid of it as soon as possible and move on.
Volmer said he did the fight with 2 other people for 30 minutes until the hard despawn timer back during the winter hall.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yes, but the Megaversary ended as well, and so going over some of the events, we got reports of the end of the events, or some of the winners of the events. So let's go over the bike races first. Bike races took place on June 22nd and June 29th. And took place in London, where contestants went through Darkside.
Yeah, they went. There's a whole
Around
route.
Darkside.
The route actually was on the forum post as well, so people could like practice it.
Yeah,
I think
they went around it.
I actually streamed both of those events, both the races.
Nice. Saying coming in first place of the first race, there were two races that went down. Coming in the first place in the first race was Nightglow. Second place, Trichelieu. I don't know how to pronounce that. Third race, Tyriaan.
Wait.
And of the second race, first place was Skyye. Second place, Hobragan. Like
Oh,
Hobragan.
Trish.
Say, and
just call
third
him
place.
Trish.
just call him what?
Trish.
Oh,
It's
kinda
Dark
like-
Squirrel. Yeah. They're they frequent. Well, they're always on in the Discord, and they frequent my Twitch as well sometimes. And I had a whole conversation about how to pronounce their damn name because it's French, and so I've just dubbed him Trisha.
Okay.
It's-
Could it be Hobragan? Does that work too?
no, it's like a Trisha Lou. Like the Lou part is like I always say. it wrong.
Trichelieu. Okay.
It's
Okay.
French, and apparently we don't have the right vowel.
Not Trichelieu.
It is a Trish, but it's Trisha like Liu. I can't do the O sound. Sorry.
Trichelieu. I don't know.
I don't think he's here, otherwise he would have said something already. I'll have to
but-
clip it and send it to him.
Third place in the second race was Onigashu. I don't know.
Gasho. See now you're
Gasho.
suffering that that lack of confidence in pronunciation now.
Listen. Actually, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. My wife and I are big volunteers for Special Olympics, and part of that has entailed doing award ceremonies for certain events. And so we've had to do award ceremonies like 250 award ceremonies in one day. Like get the athletes up onto a podium, announce the winners, get the medals around their necks, congratulate them, and just move on to the next one. Like rapid fire almost. And in those ones, yeah, you're just handed a sheet of names and you're like, just pronounce these. It's like it's like, what if I mess it up? Like, just go.
By the end of it, you see Bob, and you're like, "Bo."
Exactly, yeah.
I don't know anymore.
Like Frank, you're like Frank Shalelu. Is that even close? No, it's okay. Sorry.
It's Frank.
You know what I really love is that Trish also is first place on the next list you have to read.
Yes. I'm gonna pronounce it 50 different times. That's okay. I do apologize for mispronunciations, but do what we can. So but that was a bike race, and those went off. Part of the fun thing of that is that if you won, not only did you get the prizes that came with winning, which I think were like keys and signets, but also the 3 Filth Moon shirt, which was an event reward that was created just for these events.
Well, it's the first time giving out in Legends. It actually did exist. It existed in TSW a long time ago.
It was just not given out.
Yeah, it's we're not supposed to talk about what it's tied to anymore, I believe. But yeah, it technically existed back in TSW.
It's
Yeah.
previously a We Love Fine shirt. Okay.
Yeah. So like do you remember We Love Fun?
Yeah.
Like they used to do official merchandise.
Actually,
Yeah.
I think I have a couple of their stuff.
And also they had like certain shirts where if you bought them in real life, like it would let you unlock that shirt in the game for your character,
Okay.
right? So yeah, they did all kinds of stuff like that, and so, but there's apparently like for a long time now, there's been like some legal issues or whatever. Like they don't do the merch anymore, and there's still issues with doing anything with the stuff. So I think like one of those shirts was also like the participation award for the scavenger hunt. Got like a different design. But like you basically couldn't. I think they couldn't mention the company in the advertisements, at least in like the official advertisements for the event.
Ah, okay.
I mean, it says "We Love Fine" on the back of the shirt in the game.
Yeah, it's kind of hard not to miss.
But they just couldn't like actively, promote it or something like as from them, if that makes.
Yeah, it's just that you can't get the shirts
it's in
anymore.
the game. It's Funcom's in-game item to like give out, but they can't somehow infer that other company is part of the promotion or something.
Has anything to do with it, right?
Yeah, exactly. There's no issue with them using their own in-game items. It's just they can't mention the other company. Which again, it's funny because it's on the back of the shirt in the game.
It's like it's there, That's okay. That's okay. It's a fun shirt anyway. I like it.
It's hand waved.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Did you guys? Did I? Where did you go?
I'm traveling around Kingsmith right now.
You son of a bitch. I was gonna say, did you see the scavenger hunt shirt? I could show it. If you guys didn't see it, I'll come find you.
I'll go back. Hold on.
We should try and do like a Rosen Brawl or something.
I haven't even made it in game yet, to be honest.
No, I know.
We know.
Yeah, Bomber, Animal Logger. Animal Logger was
So the Animal Logger T-shirt, yes, was also given out as a participation.
Yeah, for the scavenger hunt. So anyone that came and participated in the scavenger hunt got that shirt. Let me find that one. Give me a second here. That's why I can't find it. It's not a jacket.
Nope, you're currently wearing the guys, I'm a healer, we're gonna die shirt.
Yes, which is got given out for the bad date contest. All right, here's the anima.
Oh, we don't look at that back.
You want to see that? Puzzlewell, I think that's the first time I've seen that shirt. Which shirt? The anima one or the healer? Or both?
Taste and see.
Yeah, that's a cool shirt. That got given out for the scavenger hunt. The healer one? Yeah, the healer one's never been given out before either. Animal Logger, like I said, existed in TSW very, very rarely, but it was the first time it's ever been in Legends. I suppose unless someone transferred with it, maybe.
Yeah,
if they had it,
yeah, if you already had it, yeah,
it might have transferred.
It may be, because even still, not everything transferred.
Yeah.
Moving on, the next event we had was the green cross there on the back. Was the Mushroom Merry Melodies contest, where participants basically took songs and edited the words to make them Secret World appropriate.
It's pretty sweet.
I was going through this one on the forums, and it's good. It's good. It's very good. I didn't recognize a few of the songs, mind you, but placing in that one, in first place was, again, I'm going to butcher this, Trichelieu? Trisha. With Gaian Rock, which is a takeoff of Jailhouse Rock by Elvis Presley.
Oh man, so I I need to see the Dr. Jones one. I think I didn't realize that was one.
Post a link there in case anyone wants to go check them out now. Second place was Calliste with Samael, which is a Dr. Jones by Aqua. Takeoff. And then in third place was Celebrin with We're Morning Light, which is a takeoff of We Are the World. We're morning light. We're coming to get you. Those other words, I don't have them up right now, but so another one was Leo Grimm. Submitted the song Legend Never Dies, which is a takeoff of Legends Never Die, which was a League of Legends Riot song. Like, okay, all right. But a couple of them really caught my eye. They didn't win, they didn't place, but Lord of Nothing did a takeoff of the song You're a God by Vertical Horizon, and just the 90s. The 90s in me. It welled up a little bit.
I like the Aladdin one.
Yes, that was another one. Yeah, Callie from did a takeoff of A Whole New World from Aladdin called A Dark New World, where they spun off of, it was basically like the Filth and a bee kind of discussing, talking back and forth. I can show you a world, writhing, shimmering, splendid.
And that's it. No more copy strike.
That's right. Tell me, sweetling. Excellent. Excellent. And then Bumblebread had his short entry of a set to the tune of the Thundercats opening theme. Buzz, 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 Bumblepups, ho! I love it. I love it. So yeah, go check that out. It's on the forums, the Mushroom Merry Melodies song contest, where they also posted the YouTube links as well, just for
Noise.
So then there's the art contest. Hollow Point had an art contest where people submitted artwork, and it's good stuff. So the top three, we're going to show the top three here. The first prize went to Relevancies. That's easy to pronounce. For the Overlook Motel.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Just getting epic right there. Second prize was Nautilus.
Oh, gotta resize it.
To me, this one I think it would win first place.
It's amazing.
Just busting out the blood magic books. Got the sword going on. Everyone's getting in, and it's
There's a fifth guy in the background. Then you look.
And there's Jimmy.
Okay, wait. There's Jimmy with a hammer. And if you look beneath the blood book, there's the edge of the, I think it's a shotgun. Because it's got the bayonet part
so
on
everyone's kind of represented in there. Yep.
I think they got everything. That's awesome.
This is, yeah. Like, I like the first one, but this one tickles my fancy. And that one's good also because the deeper you go, you're like, wait a minute. It's also got...
Yeah, right?
So third prize went to Nitha. Nitha did quite a bit in the Megaversary as well. This feels like it's definitely like a Hollow Point inspired.
Is this like the original source? It feels like it should be a bigger picture. There's so much detail in there.
I think it's compressed.
That was the one that was posted on the forum, so...
Yeah, I think it's just highly
There's-
compressed.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
there's Machine Tyrant, Jin, Oni, Slaughterhouse Vampire.
Yeah, there's a
It's a
lot
little
going
hard
on
to
there.
read a couple of them. I like they look like really well drawn though. It's crazy good.
That's excellent.
Oh, I think that one's a Scarecrow.
Right there.
Oh, and one of the guys with the swords, the demons with the sword. I'm trying to figure out what everything is.
Oh, and there's this thing in
Oh,
the
a
back.
Drog.
Oh, there's these two things in the back too.
What's in the back? What's in the back?
There's that looks like like a small version. Is that a small version of the boss from Darkness War? Maybe. I don't know.
There's a succubi.
The big wings.
Yeah,
There's a succubi
but
for sure.
there's this one that's crouching over.
The wings is the succubi.
Yeah, so this is another one where you can really go into detail and be like, wait a minute.
It just feels like it should have a bigger source is all. Because there's so much that it's actually hard to pick it out at this size. I wonder if they have an original that's bigger or if they like somehow did it at this size.
I would imagine their original is probably much bigger.
Oh yeah.
I would hope so.
We just don't have it.
Maybe they just didn't want to upload.
Pulled straight from the forum post.
Yeah.
So
Maybe they didn't want to
it's the
upload
biggest
like 10 megs to the forum or something.
you're right. Yeah.
And a blowout imager.
Is that in beta down there in the bottom right?
Well, there's an Oni down there.
Or just an Oni in general. Could be in beta.
But yeah, you have the Machine Tyrant heads, and you have
Yeah, Hollow Point says a 3 meg limit for the forums.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like this one definitely. There's got to be a better.
This one deserves to be a poster.
Yeah, there needs to be a wallpaper image of this or something. Because I can't quite make out one thing in the back there. I'm not sure what it is.
I just don't know what this is right here. Circling with a mouse.
Yeah, that one and the one next to the succubus. I'm a little lost on.
This one?
No, to the left of the succubus. Yeah,
that feels like a revenant to me.
Maybe.
But
no.
Maybe. Yeah.
No, because it doesn't have a hat though.
Doesn't it?
No, it looks like an arm right here. It's like arching back.
Yeah, so it looks like it's got like a hood on, right?
Enhance.
Hands.
Just yell enhance at it until it comes into focus.
That's as far as I can
Zoom
go.
and enhance.
I feel like the one that you were circling earlier has got to be.
Yeah, this one right here.
It's got to be like one of the, like one of the Tokyo thin spirit.
Probably.
Like either the ones that are really weird, or even just an interpretation of like the Spectre, or I don't know, something with the thin limbs like that. I think.
Kind of like the who are the ones that circled the school in Southern Kaiden?
Yeah, that's I'm blanking on the name now. Nar
something.
Hold on, I have the. Is it Namahaji? Namahaji.
Namahaji. That's the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Puzzle says the Norio.
Unro is like the.
Also possible.
Unro's the Spectre, the Tokyo Ghost, basically.
Yeah,
Unro.
but they also had very thin arms as well.
Yeah,
so
exactly. That's what I'm saying. It seems like some kind of. It's just hard to tell what.
But excellent. I love the artwork.
Yeah.
Our Secret World fans are just excellent when it comes to the art. 'Cause, also, I can never do art.
No.
I'm terrible at art. So So I think they just blow my mind at their creativity. So next up we have Bumblebread's Bake Off,
These pictures are
which was also
huge.
fantastic, where people just basically submitted something they baked in Secret World fashion. And I mean, hopefully they got to eat it all afterwards. after all the photos were taken for the contest. But they seemed delicious. If you want to be hungry, go check out this forum thread.
If you wish to engage your salivatory gland.
Puzzle said he had 3 sets of Namahage Parader wandering around the housing project.
Yeah, I've seen
Like,
that.
oh man, guys.
Feel like that's happened at some point. They used to be super rare, like almost like to the extent they were like damn near bugged, right? They like never showed up, and then they fixed that,
And now they show up all the time.
Yeah, now that can happen like pretty frequently, where you have multiple sets like going.
I say, and they are not easy. They sneak up on you. You're not paying attention.
They're. I mean, I don't have to worry about them on my main, but definitely on like the lower alts,
Oh yeah,
they can be a problem.
But yeah, going in first, grand prize was Nidrian with. Did you already bring it up? Yes,
Yep.
There we go. Cupcakes. I love the chocolate usage there, by the way. Just making swirls and making tentacles come out of your cupcakes.
Oh, do you notice the name in this one now? On the far right,
No.
Chuck.
Chuck. Oh, okay.
That's awesome.
Nice.
I just saw
Chuck.
it.
Ember, have you never gotten a Rosenbrawl invite?
No.
You have now. Boom.
Boom.
Oh.
Sucker.
Say second place was Golden Leaf. Golden Leaf created a. What did they make? The cake. The cake with the little legends on top.
Cake is a lie. This is not true.
With obvious honey layers in there.
Would you
On the
say
top and
that that cake is legendary?
It is legendary. It is also lore airy.
Wow, it's
Its wisdom tastes so sweet.
I couldn't do that. Yes, its wisdom tastes so sweet. Taste and see.
That reminds me, a long time ago, Vollmer, you were supposed to find a picture for me, and you never did.
Say third place once more, making the rounds. Trish.
Damn you,
Trish
Trisha.
made a whole bunch. Like there's a lot going on here. I'm not even sure what those are in the upper left. They just look like maybe honeyed rolls.
Sure.
There's a lot though. Yeah. You got muffins going on there, you got breads going on there, you got waffles going on there.
And I think that's what you call a smorgasbord.
Yes. And if you go to the link, you'll see that there's all kinds of there's like a story to go along with all of these.
That's crazy.
Delicious. So, and then finally, the runner-up was Digital Wraith. Digital Wraith made a stack of pancakes, or not pancakes, a stack of waffles, but did it and made it look ridiculously good.
That does look very good. It's making me
right?
hungry. Why do we have to do this? Now I want waffles.
But they're like honeycomb waffles. They're not like standard square waffle shapes.
Yeah, I see that. So it's almost like a legend as well, kind of.
Yeah.
This too is legendary.
Initiate baking protocol.
Oh yeah, that's a picture that Valmer never got me. Back in beta, when you picked up a legend, there was a different interaction icon than there is now. When you pick up a legend currently in the game, just the little F interaction icon is just like the honeycomb. But in beta, the interaction icon was a head, like with the brain and like legend information going into it. You know what I mean?
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, you know how like you have, if you're gonna light something on fire in the game, like your F key will have like a little square picture of like a light, supposed to show you like what the interaction is. So
Yeah.
learning a legend had an icon that showed like your brain learning a legend. And then at some point, someone was like, "Nah, screw that. We're just gonna show the honeycomb," which is like, it's already a honeycomb in front of you. Why did you take that away from me? And I somehow don't have a picture of it. It was like my favorite thing in beta that got removed. And Valmer claims to have like a bajillion pictures. So he needs to go find it for me.
I don't know if I still have my pictures from beta.
It's I mean it's admittedly like a pretty specific thing, but I was traumatized when they took it away. Like other people made forum posts on the beta forums for like, you know, ranting about reticle combat and all kinds of, and I was just like,
But where's
what
my
happened to
brain?
Loricon?
Where's my brain?
Why did you do this? No one else but me cared. It's very sad. But yeah, anyways, the legend food sort of rendered my.
Yeah, it'd take me way too long right now to go through them. Never mind.
I think
to go
that's
through mine. I know I don't. I know I've got some from beta. I do not have
I think that's what Valmer said. Like, oh, I got a terabyte of
random
pictures.
chance. But if Farmer's got it, go.
I'm like, yeah, okay, get going, get cracking, let's go.
But all delicious entries.
Yes, those look amazing.
Saying even Spinosaur came in with a cake mix. I don't have that picture ready, but Spinosaur was basically one of the ones that kicked that off by putting on a. You can find it on her Twitter account. It was just basically a cake, a pound cake. It was a pound cake. Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, just going off memory. Okay, so there's a couple more events. Jimmy, though, you participated very heavily in these upcoming ones. First off, there was the Mega Boss event. How did that go?
There was just a ton of Mega Bosses. I ran mine as often as I could, and then Hollow and a bunch of other people that volunteered were running them as well. I think there was once or twice we actually crossed, like we were inadvertently trying to run Mega Boss groups at the same time. That's a testament, though, to how many people were online at a time. Is there was at least once or twice where we ran 2 concurrent Mega Boss that were full, which you know, it's not like the norm.
Yeah,
you know. I think honestly, you know, for people that were like wondering about the number of players active in the game, even the hourly Talos, like there would be like 3-4 instances at once, and then you leave those, and if you grabbed another alt and came back, there'd be a couple of more before the 10-minute portal closed. And you figure it takes 40 people before it kicks another instance open, right, for the hourly. So that, I mean,
And that's just people even running it. How many times was it like, would I be in game and just be like, look at the time and it's like 10 after 10 or something, and
Yeah.
it's like, oh no, I just missed.
I mean, I'm saying like every hour there's easily hundreds of players at the exact same time popping in to like within the first couple of minutes. Never mind the fact that I was trying to get into one to solo it. I wanted to see if it was possible. And I literally would wait until like look at my clock at like 11, like 58, right? 2 seconds the portal close. I jump in. What do I jump into? One with like some of the people in it. Like, damn it. Like, I never did manage to get into a solo one.
No.
I just wanted to see. Like, I know it's got like a 30-minute timer or some crap like that. I just wanted to see if it was possible.
Knowing you, probably would have been.
But
so it really depends on which one, maybe.
Yeah, it does a little bit depend on which one. That's true.
See, but then you had the Elite One dungeon run, where groups were staffed by Nitha, yourself, Jimmy the Rabbit, Mary, Panth, Caitlin, Vomer, and Leogrim. And you guys ran Elite One dungeon.
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
Go?
I mean, I do that by myself, so running a group really wasn't a big deal. In fact, and multiple points, I think it felt like I was just dealing with the overflow. So like everyone else had full groups, and I'd have like one person in my group or 2 people. I'd be like, anyone else? Anyone else? No? Okay, well we're just gonna go.
Like, we can do this. That's fine.
And I'd just drag someone through a dungeon.
So I heard you mention that that one of the goals of this was to get people the mysterious box.
Peculiar box, yes.
The peculiar box. I'm sorry.
The peculiar box appears to have a larger chance to drop from blue chests, and normally people run E1 dungeons anyways for the blue chest at the end that has a chance to drop the agents. If you get a blue chest as the last chest, it has a chance to drop like the really good agents, the 7% ones. Your like Andy or I think Nasir drops from there. Yeah, Nasir, some other people. I have a spreadsheet somewhere that says which ones drop where. But anyways, like a lot, like your really good agents drop from dungeons, from the blue chest at the end of dungeon. So you have the RNG of getting a blue chest as the last chest in general, right? And then you have the RNG of it actually giving you an agent. But the peculiar box also likes to drop from blue chests, and it likes to drop from any blue chest, not just the last one, which makes the runs even, like, I don't know, more beneficial, right?
Because a blue chest could appear after any boss.
Yeah. Normally, when you're running E1s, if you're like E10, you're running E1s, you don't open any chest but the last one if it's blue. But now there's actually incentive to open any blue chest because you have a better than average shot of getting a peculiar box out of it. So yeah, that's the purpose. The purpose of those runs is both like agents and boxes. And honestly, the boxes now I think is almost more incentive, because the chance of getting them from green bags is like they can drop from there, but it's much lower.
Yeah,
people are getting a much higher drop chance out of like regional chests and dungeon blue chests than just your average green bag. So, but yeah, no, that was a hoot. It was fun running people.
Hoot nanny.
A hoot nanny. It was fun running people through there.
So then, of course, you had the Christmas in July.
Yeah, I gave away a ton of stuff.
Icy claws.
I still have, by the way, because so I kept track of all the winners, and there was like a mega raffle at the end. But unfortunately, I'm going to do this differently next year. I'm going to be honest, and some of it is down to me not scheduling things as well as I should have. But I think maybe 2 winners of the mega prizes have gotten their prize. Like no one else has gone back to me.
Oh no. Okay.
Because they won, but they weren't there when they won the mega
Ah.
prizes, and I've sent Twitch messages out, but I don't know how often they're on Twitch or whatever. So
Right, and in those Twitch messages, sometimes you don't see them for a while.
but yeah, it's easy to not honestly on Twitch. It's easy to not realize you have a message. So there's like 2 people I've gotten a response from, but we haven't connected in game yet, and like 8 people have not responded at all. So I'm gonna send out another wave of notifications, and then I gave away. Here's what happened. I raffled off as many as I could, and then basically, I think the last week or more of raffles, if you entered the raffle in my stream, you won. Like if I had 5 entrants, I just pulled 5 winners and said, "Here you go." So at the end of it, I still had a bunch left, and I just went into Agartha and started shouting. And I made sure they all got.
Anybody want
given away.
icy claws?
Anybody want them? Come on.
I think at the end I had like 22 left to give out, and I just stood in Agartha and shouted until they were. So I made sure I purged the inventory so he's ready for next year.
get those banks empty to fill them up again.
Yeah, right. I need room for Christmas event. Damn it.
That's right.
So yeah. And, it went really well. That's the thing is I tend to combine the mega boss with the icy claw. So I'm streaming, so I'll do the mega bosses while I'm streaming, and like I announce in game, I'm doing a mega boss for Christmas in July. Like you can come to the mega boss and you can come enter the raffle for icy claws. I kind of like do it as like the same thing, just to like help get the word out and just give group content to do, right? It's 40 man, so like kind of involve everybody as much as possible. And we did a whole lot of pizza delivery girls this year. I think I did more last year, to be honest, but also the event ran longer last year.
It did, yeah. It coincided, I think, a lot longer.
Yeah, or at least I kept running it. Even if the Megaversary ended, like I kept doing it through like the whole anniversary, which was another week. Because I think last year I did at least 100, and I think this year I maybe did like 70 Hitodamas, Mega Bosses.
Not bad. I know I joined you for a couple of those.
Yeah, and I rigged up my ECT to play sound bites this time.
That's really
right. Pizza delivery. Like I was so stoked that I got that working. Like you have no idea. I was so happy when I got my sound bites working. That's really cool. Like ACT can do some pretty interesting stuff. Yeah, that was really fun. So Christmas in July I think was successful, and even
Excellent.
if people don't get their prizes, like I'll hound them for another few weeks or something, and then I'll probably I don't know, do another raffle or something. I won't just let the stuff sit there.
Because they'll go stale.
Yeah. Well, because inventory space is kind of a premium. I'm not gonna hold on to someone's prize for like 6 months. Like that's not gonna happen.
No.
But I am gonna make some more attempts to.
What they got? What, like 30 days?
Yeah, for sure. At least. I'm not gonna like say you won something and then not try and get it. But there needs to be some kind of.
You're gonna make a reasonable attempt. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. There needs to be some kind of cutoff where it's not like Secret World Anniversary number 4. Here's your prize.
Oh, thanks. When did I win this? Like 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah, that's not happening.
So then there was the Rosen Brawl, which
Rosen Brawl was epic. It was epic. There was some minor issue that Funcom was supposed to be around, like Andy or Nicole, somebody was supposed to be around to give out invites. I think Andy, but he ended up being like he was like just off the grid that weekend. So there was some miscommunication or something, but because running a Rosen Brawl event without invites is difficult.
Kind of hard, but yeah,
Yeah.
because then you don't have as many participants as you would like.
So no, I want to say this. Like, we rallied. Like we got everyone in. I think that wanted to get in. There might have been like maybe early on one person like left before things got sorted or something, maybe. But when it became apparent, like, okay, no one's showing up to hand out invites, we just need to start making this happen. So everyone got on whatever characters they could get on. I pulled in some Cabal members, anyone that we had had invites or that we could generate invites on. Because if you've had a character that did it, you have to complete the 2 missions to unlock the 3rd to do the invite. And there's been some, I think, like, miscommunication in the past, like that you don't have to do those 2 again to unlock the 3rd, and that's not true. You do have to do those 2 again to unlock the 3rd. You just don't have to do them on the same day, if that makes sense.
You can stagger
So, like,
it out.
you do those 2 missions to unlock the 3rd mission, right? And then that 3rd mission has a week cooldown. But during that week, if you do those 2 missions again, then when your mission comes off cooldown, you've already met the requirements. It'll show up and you can pick. However, if you just do your 2 missions, invite someone, right, and then just don't do any Rosenbrawl until the next week, you'll have to do those 2 missions again before you see the invite. Does that make sense? You could basically like ahead of time fulfill the prereqs during that week, and that's so some people think or have thought in the past that no, you don't have to redo those first 2 missions, but you do. You 100. But honestly, even with 2 people doing those 2 missions doesn't take very long. I mean, like 10 minutes or something. And if there's a bunch of people in Rosenbrawl, it takes like 2 minutes, like no time at all.
What are the first 2 missions?
The first 2 missions is you need to get 10 kills and you need to kill an NPC.
Okay.
And NPCs tend to show up after about 10 to 15 kills. So even if there's only 2 of you, like, in there, you can get those missions done in a relatively short order. Especially if you're just doing it on purpose, right? Like, you just be like, okay, kill me 10 times real quick. Like, there you go. Now you got the mission. Get the NPC to show up, let someone get the credit. Like, it's not difficult at all. So what we did is everyone that could got their invites, and then we instructed the people that were getting the invites, like, hey, we're going to help you get your missions done so you can invite the next person, right? That's how the system's supposed to work anyways, is you can daisy chain, right? As long it takes a couple of minutes, but I'll tell you this, we had so many people in there that we were getting like an NPC basically every time one died. There were so many kills happening, like NPCs were coming in like nonstop.
Nice.
And like I said, they're like kill generated, right? Like, so that means like everyone was just going batshit crazy.
Very cool.
Bomber found the picture. Where? Send it to me on Discord or something. I must see. You couldn't beat an NPC solo? Why not? And just go heavy gloves. Heavy gloves isn't always the best for fighting like a bunch of other people, but I always switch heavy gloves for an NPC because you can knock them down. But you shouldn't be fighting an NPC solo anyways. You like duo. You can't even get an NPC to show up without someone else there to help you get kills. But yeah, it's we rallied hard. We rallied hard, and I almost think it made the event better in a sense. Rather than Annie just giving an invite to everyone that wanted to come in, like everyone worked the system like it's supposed to work.
Like the way that it was designed.
Yeah.
At some point it was funny. It's almost like that. Hey, I'm gonna go in and get a stamp on my hand. I'm gonna come out. Right? Once I get in, I'm just gonna rub it on your hand, and we're gonna get you in. Right?
They're gonna press our hands together, so you get the stamp, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm like,
man!
No one ever does that. It doesn't work. That's really like what was happening. Like, we had me and PJ were helping this group of 3 people, and like we got 2 of them in. We're like, okay, we're gonna run you through these missions. Then you go out when you get it and invite your friend, and like let them know it takes a minute or 2 to show up. That's the other weird thing is about Frozen Brawl is you have to control tab to target someone. If you don't do that, the invite will say they've already been invited. But what's happening is it's targeting yourself. So you're attempting to invite yourself. Like if you put your reticle on someone or target them in any other way other than control tab to highlight them, it doesn't target them. It defaults to targeting you, and then you try and invite, and it's like, that person's already invited. And it's a bit confusing. And then the other confusing part is like you invite someone, so your mission completes, and they're like, I didn't get an invite because it's not immediate. Like it can take up to like 2 or 3 minutes to show up. It's usually about like 1 or 2, but it's not instantaneous, and a lot of people think that it's broken because of that.
Just be patient. It's there.
Yeah. So that's a thing as well. Speaking of Ember, did you get your invite?
I
Your
did.
SMS message?
Yeah, it's sitting there.
If you click on it, we can go to
Go for it.
London and
So then we had the blind bad date, which you were in personally.
that was so cool.
Say the whole point of that was basically the dates in Egypt, in Almoriah.
Yes. You find that box of expired dates next to the guy that hung himself.
And it just gives you, it basically is a building DOT.
Yes.
That just sits on you until you die.
Yeah, it just keeps climbing. Every 10 seconds, it gains another stack, and then ticks down 10 seconds, and then it gains another stack. And it just keeps doing that until you eventually fall over.
And there is an achievement for surviving a certain number of times.
I think it's 12.
Yeah.
Because I think it's 12 stacks. And it's like 2 minutes. Yeah, it's 2 minutes. It's 12 stacks.
So there is an achievement for that, but your contest was basically to see just how long you could last.
Yeah, it's just to
see who had the healing to outlast it as far as possible. And what were the results? What were the results of that?
All right, I actually saved this. Let me pull it up real quick. I can tell you Levski won.
Okay.
Dr. Levski won with no margin to think otherwise. What folder did I put that in? And then let's see, Leo Grimm was in that contest as well. I think Nyan was in that contest. Here we go. I got the results. So officially, Levski won with 61 stacks.
61 stacks.
Yes.
Cripes.
Now, afterward, after the contest was over, all of us hung out for a little bit and were talking strategy and everything. And he had said he'd gotten much higher in practice, so he did another run, and I streamed the whole thing. And so on stream, he did 88 stacks.
88 stacks.
Yes, 88 stacks, which is insane. 88 stacks is like every time it ticks, basically you should be dead already.
That's like 13 minutes.
Yeah, 10 seconds per stack. Yeah, it was like I said, we were there quite a while because every person that went, the lowest amount of stacks was 24, right? So that's, what is that, like 4 minutes or something? And so originally I was planning on trying to make everyone into a raid and track everyone at once, which would have been a much shorter event. But something we didn't count on until I started testing with all of them there is like the way healing works in this game and groups. Like people's circles were overlapping, people's auto heals were going to other people.
Oh yeah.
Right? So that was a problem.
Like, nah, you really can't be in a group then.
Yeah. So we had to do it one at a time. So everyone was really cool about it. So it was Levski was in first with 61, or in a high of 88 outside the contest. Chitin, 49 stacks. Leogrim, 35 stacks in third.
All right.
Naiad with 32 in fourth. Randolph Carter in 27 in fifth, and Tatterhood with 24 and sixth. And there was the six contestants, but even 6 contestants at all those stacks, we were there for a while.
Well, yeah.
Like more than a little while. Now, Leo,
even when 24
got,
stacks takes about 4 minutes, you know.
Right. So you can easily see, and Leo, we did twice actually because he was having lag problems and he died from lagging out. So he actually tried twice. Like we officially agreed to let him try a second time because
you get him obvious for that.
Yeah, he was in like the 20s and he should have been fine. Also, he just stood still for like 30 seconds and then fell over. And he had like a bad lag spike. And then Naiad after the contest retried after talking to Levski, and he actually got to 52 stacks after some theory crafting.
I'll say, what did you determine to be the best strategy?
Oddly enough, I think Levski hit 88 with mostly basics from Fist, and then he was offhand immutable. I think he was also one of the few that used a drone, like the drone gadget.
Okay.
Ember, did you grab the key, the Rosenball key?
Yeah, I already got the key.
Okay, so we just need to use it on the room. But yeah, so it was basically like it seemed like spamming. I mean, I'm sure there's more to it as far as like the weapon and signets, agents, and all that, right? But as far as min-maxing, but the basic thing was you just have to spam like nonstop, so the basic heal is better at that. And then
and I just said, wasn't it? It's a percentage that it takes down. So,
yeah. So like it doesn't matter.
So kind of having a lower hit points is sort of better.
Yes, yeah. So like, some people were concerned that it was weighted heavily in favor of max people, and I don't think anyone but Levski was going to do 88 stacks anyway. But Titan, for instance, who did 49, they were nowhere near max. Like their base health was a lot lower. They're like 5k base health. I want to say they were like in mythic gear range or something. So it really wasn't about. It's less about gear than you would think. Put it that way. Like you definitely. You may not be taking first if someone is competing with max gear and knows what they're doing. But honestly, Naiad was in, I think max like E10 gear, you know. But I think he was going blood initially, and that was a mistake for trying to get past the higher waves of stacks.
Okay.
But then I think the way to pass 50 was, by the way, like the barrier I was looking for people to beat. When I was testing this to see if the thing had like some kind of limit to when it would just auto kill you or just expire and go away or something. I personally got to 47 stacks when I was testing the event to see like how possible it was.
Is there something hitting your mic? Sorry, just
yeah. It's not hitting the mic. It's me pushing a button a bunch of times. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I'll stop doing that when I'm holding down the mic.
Angry typing guy.
That's a controller, actually. That's my Xbox controller. It's refusing to sync up my damn program for whatever reason. But yeah, Ember and I have gone into Rosenbrawl, so you can check it out since he's never been in here. And if anyone wanted to come into Rosenbrawl,
you can come join us.
They certainly could.
I do not have an invite.
we could attempt to get you one.
That's a possibility.
Because I gave mine this week.
I know you just used yours.
Yeah, but Ember will get one if we can get an NPC to show up.
Oh.
Oh, and if I don't kill him, sorry, Ember. Whoops.
So coming up next anyway, the scavenger hunt took place. So, Jimmy, why don't you tell us about the scavenger hunt?
Oh my god, the scavenger hunt was amazing. It was
like the big official, the
Yeah.
stream, the Funcom stream
Yeah, it was great.
for the anniversary.
It was a hoot. I was actually okay. So to give you an idea of my experience, I wrote riddles. Well, I picked locations and wrote riddles for 2 of the zones. And then I got put in charge of those zones as like the team coordinator. So I believe I had 10 teams assigned to me across the 2 zones. You gotta punch me, Ember. Just punch me. So yeah, I had 10 teams signing me across 2 zones. I was in the game to answer questions and be the contact for people. And then I was also watching the stream, right? But then one of my teams was actually streaming. So then I was watching their stream because I couldn't not do that, right? I wanted to see
Right, you gotta
the process of someone trying
answer
to
my riddles,
figure stuff out. So that was extra special because I don't think everyone else necessarily got that opportunity to see someone try and solve their stuff. That was super cool. But so I was watching and listening to 2 Twitch streams at the same time. I was in. I wasn't interacting with their chat because I really didn't want to like kind of risk any impropriety there,
Right,
like saying anything.
yeah.
But I was watching and listening to 2 different streams. I had the game up on another stream, and I had like the riddles and coordinates and stuff up on another screen, and Discord up for the coordinators, to interact with Nicole and the other people helping with the scavenger event. So I had like command central and a lot of input for a few hours.
Yeah.
A lot of media input at my face for a few hours, but it was really cool. And then man, it's kind of interesting, like everyone that writes riddles for the event has like their own style. Yeah, no, I mean like legitimately, like you can kind of tell even if you don't know who, they were different people. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like if you read the riddles for Blue Mountain versus the riddles for like Shadowy Forest, or
they'd be entirely different.
Yeah, just the style. Like Vollmer's riddles are crazy. More like buzzing riddles, I think.
Like Vollmer, can you give us an example?
Like yeah, like there's this evil. Like I feel like his are like you had to read like a buzzing 2-3 sentences or something and figure out what the hell they're saying. And then Kalani likes to write hers from like the what is it called? Like kind of like emoting. Like the beehive is a thing that's writing a letter.
Okay.
It's dark and wet here, and I can look up and see. like she writes them from the point of view of the thing, like it's an actual entity. It's anthropomorphizing, I think.
Yeah, that's the word.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I forget.
Mine would just all be limericks or haikus, really.
Yeah, like insane had like a certain style, and then mine tend to be shorter. I like them to be relatively succinct, but I feel like that doesn't necessarily help them be simple.
So Vollmer says, here's an example of one of my riddles, one Andy tried on stream. Toxic love dilutes and pollutes in quanta, abuse per million parts. It breaks our electromagnetic hearts. Concentrate and stem the flow. Gaia will know.
Yeah, so where would that be?
I would say,
I don't
what
remember the
zone
zone
would that
off
be?
the top of my head. What was the zone? Oh yeah, Ember.
I
did
feel
you-
like is that Besieged Farmlands? I feel like that's Besieged Farmlands.
Ember, did you pick up those side missions in the front first?
Yeah, one flew over. No, wait, no, that's South Africa.
You got to do
No.
the quests.
Did
Did you
actually
What?
pick these up?
I did
Or
not.
you
I
been
say,
killing
I
me
think
for
is
no
that
reason?
where the I feel like that would be where the all the toxic sludge is in Besieged Farmlands.
I feel as though there's like a mission that has you do that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, whereas mine was like the third Wednesday was a thirsty one. Which made Andy facepalm on stream when he got told what it was.
The third Wednesday was a thirsty one.
Yeah. It's very short,
What
but it doesn't make
what
it
zone?
easier. It's Scorched Desert.
Where's desert? The third Wednesday? I'll have to think
Yeah.
on this one.
What's a term? What's a slang term for Wednesday?
Hump day.
Yeah. And what might have humps in Scorched Desert?
Well, be camels.
Right?
Yeah.
There's a
Third
spot
camel.
with 3 camels and one of them is drinking.
Nice. Okay. I
Like-
was like, wait, Wednesday has a slang?
Yeah, it's hump day. Someone sent me messages like, is that from the commercial? Like, you don't have to know the commercial. That's been slang.
No,
for
that's slang for Wednesday.
Wednesday
Yeah.
since like the
Mike,
60s
it is
or
indeed.
something.
Mike, guess what day today is?
Yeah, I mean the reason that commercial is like
I
said
may have put that out
is-
of my head.
Yeah. That commercial got it from somewhere. It didn't come from the commercial.
Because
But
I
it
go by
probably-
Ocho, but my name is Mike. So yeah, no. Every Wednesday, people are like, "Hey, Mike, guess what day it is? Mike." I'm like, you know what?
You should respond. Hump day.
Yep.
See, the problem was I didn't even know about the commercial, and they wouldn't tell me about it. They just keep doing it.
That's just me. So yeah,
So when I finally found out about it, I was like, those jerks.
Stupid
I
ad
feel like there was
agency.
more colorful language than that.
Yeah, there is. I'm just. But the winners of the scavenger hunt, I'll just read the first place winners because there was a lot of teams going on here.
Oh my god, so many teams.
It looks like at least 10 teams per zone, give or take.
I know I was in charge of 2 zones for a total of 10 teams, I believe. But there was some
of the
4
higher zones are
people
like 4 to
per-
6. There you go.
There was like 4 people per team in some of the zones.
So yes, it says so. The first place of Kingsmith was the team Retrogenesis, the player Discredit. So I guess maybe Kingsmith was like a solo zone. I guess.
Yes. So you
So Savage Coast.
some people didn't
sorry.
realize you could sign up as a team of 1.
Yeah.
We tried to make that clearer this year than last year, or than for the Halloween scavenger.
So I feel like during our last show, we tried to make that exceptionally clear.
We really did.
You just needed a team, but you could be a team by yourself. For Savage Coast, first place went to the Belgian Waffles. Awesome.
Pink
Uh,
Puddin
we-
has entered the room wrong. Sorry.
With team member Palutropon and Solwyn. So then in Blue Mountain, first place went to the Fumblebees. Good lord, these are great team names.
Oh, there's so many good team names.
With players Corinthian, Emmer, Tommy, and Fenrir. Then Scorched Desert, the first place was the BCBs, the Big Cursed Bees, with players Ice Queen Mob, Lysy, Nickady, and Inanna.
Ember,
Besieged Farmlands.
go grab
First
him of
place.
those. Sorry.
He's much bigger. First place in Besieged Farmlands was the Team Guardian with players Scarecrow, Akani, Dr. Levski, and Seneki. And then Shadowy Forest. I don't think they went. I guess they didn't go past Shadowy Forest. The this is a good one. First place went to the team The Phoenicians.
Yes, that's who I watched, by the way.
That's a good one. With players Nephilim, Pixie Bomb, and Naira.
Yeah, Lynn Theory on Twitch. They were part of that group and were streaming.
The Phoenicians.
It was great. It was
That's
really
excellent.
great to watch them go through and try and solve those riddles. In fact, I believe I sent a link of their VOD to Nicole, and she watched it as well, because it's just it's something you don't normally get to see from doing the scavenger hunt. Is seeing that process.
It's seeing the people actually try to solve it. Yeah.
So what? Okay, so one of the clues for Shadowy Forest was originally going to just be the word "nope" in capital. And then Spinosaur, she was like, well, maybe it should be like the biggest nope I've ever seen. And I really didn't think it would be that hard, but man, that was like one of the last ones. Like, do you know what the biggest nope in
Shadowy Forest?
Mm-hmm. Well, if your clue was just nope in giant letters, what would you think it would be?
It's probably spiders. Something having to do with spiders, or
Tenebrae. There's a giant spider boss, right in the cave.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I was saying, but there is a spider. There's a spider section down in the lower southwest quadrant. Ooh, good hit.
Did you finish the missions?
Yeah, I got the other one, and now it's just like the kill 10.
You still don't have to kill 10?
Yeah.
Kill 10 rabbits.
Yeah.
How many?
I'm up to 5. 6.
Wow. But I should have had you go heavy gauntlet sooner.
Yeah.
I think it's because you weren't using the special abilities. You're only doing the punches for light. Light can do a lot of damage. You just have to use like your spin kick when you're.
Well, I was doing I was using balanced.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I prefer either heavy or
balance does nothing.
Balance is whatever.
It's perfectly balanced.
Go heavy or go home, or light or go home. Either
balance is perfectly balanced to be a red shirt.
See, so some of the other events that went on, just sort of cleaning up the rest of the events. There were tons of events, but there was a special agent raffle where 2 Agent Boons were given out. They went to Venator and Storm Warning. The winner of the Hollow Point art raffle, who basically won some of Hollow Point's art, was Nautilus. Nitha's movie trivia contest went on. I did not see the results of that, but there was lots of stuff given away during that event.
Yeah, I think it was online for some of that. I didn't even know it. Saw a bunch of stuff in chat.
That one, there was a lot of good stuff for that one. A lot of rare loot going on for that. The Megaversary story night went on without a hitch. I did not attend that this year, but I heard good things. I heard lots of good things. Then Bloodwed Mallory's book raffle. He's still in chat? I don't know. I don't think Bloodwed's in chat anymore. Anyway.
Oswald said, yeah, I had no idea the trivia contest was going on. I was surprised Tincture was blowing up. Yeah, I think the same thing happened to me. It was like, what is all this? What is all this?
But Bloodwed Mallory's book raffle went on. She was currently in chat. But physical copies of To Sir With Love and London Underground went to Tassel, Evanesco, Ceresia, Hestian, Neely, Bannister, My Scotty, Leogrim, there's Leo again, Raymers, Callie, Mindtrip, and Jackfuss. Which, if you haven't checked it out yet, Bloodwed's, those are two of Bloodwed's books that are already released, To Sir With Love and London Underground. And her third book, Dead in the Water, just came out at the very tail end of May. Get the link there and so go check that out. That's it's currently on Amazon. That's her third Secret World Legends book.
Third,
check it out.
Crazy.
Third book. God bless her. She's one of my favorite Secret World players.
I'm gonna put this.
Saying I am AK Foster says, and they're all very good reads. I saw how the third one right now is up to like 10 reviews, and it's like 9 of them 5 stars.
Nice.
And the 10th one is 4 stars. So I mean, it's it's not like one of them is like 1 star. Like, what is this? So yes, no, go check them out. I own all 3.
You had me down to nothing.
I know. I was just messing with you.
So then we have the Animated Angst contest. The Animated Angst, well, not contest, more like the ARG. The Animated Angst ARG by Vomer is Vomer. You're still in chat. Is that still going on? I was kind of confused about that reading the forum post.
I'm pretty sure it was still going on from Halloween.
From 2018, yeah.
Or something.
Yes, it's still going. Good. It will forever be going. 2018 was part 1. Okay. Yes, that is an ARG built by Vomer. I'm sure others, maybe? I don't know. I'm not sure. But Vomer definitely has a hand in that. We'll post the forum post for that as well.
I layeth the smacketh down.
Those Brawl is really fun, by the way. For anyone that hasn't got a chance to try it, like even with just the 2 of us in here, it's kind of stupid fun.
I say, well, they have the boxing mechanic. They've had the boxing mechanic in the game since Last Train to Cairo.
Yeah,
I want to say.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
from when they released that. But this is the first time you've seen it where it's actually players against players.
Yeah, apparently this came out of a glitch back in testing that people could enter PvP zones with the gloves. Never made it alive. Oh, I just donkey punched you there. Right in the back of the head.
And it finally gave a use to that cool NPC.
Yeah. Right.
Yes, he's like looked like he should be a character forever.
It was really a real personalized NPC, someone that you would not see anywhere else in the game. Very, very detailed, very personalized. Ooh!
Yeah, that was a good one. I don't know how like we both were winding up at the same time. We both were slowed.
No, that was a good one. That was a nice solid smack.
Oh.
But yeah, they finally gave him a use, and it all came in, and everyone thought it was a joke. Everyone thought it was just.
Well, it came with April Fools.
It came on April Fools,
mm-hmm.
And everyone was like, "Well, some of the April Fools patch, it's like they use some fun wording in there, but it turned out being like almost everything in the April Fools patch was all true.
I think it was just the weapons that weren't, although I would have liked them to be.
Yes, I mean some of them were like, they were blatantly obviously false, which kind of lends credence to, well, it's all false, right? But no. But no, the good old April Fool's patch Which now I'm going to expect every April Fool's is going to have a nice patch.
Yeah,
thrown
they
in
kind of
there.
set the bar pretty high now.
It set a bar pretty good.
Well, that and Conan Chop Chop.
Yeah,
Right?
that's completely.
Oh, it's so amazing. That was the most brilliant maneuver I've ever seen, like, come out of like a marketing team. And I usually
like,
don't
hey.
have too high praise for Funkow's marketing team. I'm gonna be honest.
Right, yeah, because
Or
it's kind of
lack
like,
thereof.
hey, let's just put this out there. Like, we're not sure how this is gonna be. Let's just put it out there on April Fools, and see how many people go. I really want this to be a game.
Well, apparently, I was reading. There's like a more recent interview that apparently it was always intended to be a game, right?
But using April Fools as the test bed for it.
Yeah, they were like, well, we'll just put it out as April Fools and see. So the E3 trailer like reveal with like all the quotes from the big places saying, "Oh man, we wish this wasn't just a joke." Like, if that game like got revealed, everyone would pick it apart, right?
Exactly.
But because it was an April Fool's joke, everyone just focused on like, oh man, actually that would be kind of neat if it really existed, you know?
Yeah, they immediately comes off as something that's fake. That's like, but look at this trailer. They put up a trailer. How cool was that? Yeah,
So
like, I really
this
want this product to
positive
really
attention.
exist.
Yeah, and then when they come out with it, I love that they put all those quotes in the release trailer. You know, so it's like they basically got like 5-star reviews before it existed. You know what I mean? They really got to leverage that positive spin.
So leverage the April Fools. I guess just the internet around April Fools. You can't believe everything. So I don't know. Trolls stay away. Is that it? Is that a thing for April Fool? Close. So close.
By the way, I'm handicapped right now because I'm actually not playing with my Xbox controller. Because it refused to sync up. I'm
Excuses.
I'm
that's why he
kicking your
keeps
ass
winning.
handicapped is what I'm saying. I'm kicking your ass handicapped is what I'm telling you. This is like playing with one hand tied behind my back.
So then finally, as far as events go, there was Carfanon's yearbook, which is amazing.
Oh, what happened to my dodge?
You dodge right to my fist.
No, it didn't. It didn't. You smug little son of a...
I get one hit in and that's it. I'll be like, yes, I get to lord that over you for a while now. So go check out Carfanon's yearbook. He did it for the Megaversary 1 and then also doing it for Megaversary 2. Making a yearbook. Who is it? Who's the NPC?
It's Yatashi backwards. It's literally based. It's a reference to the Yatashi in Discord, but it's their name backwards. So it's Sate.
They're tiny.
Yeah, they're light gloves, but the NPCs have like extra abilities on top of the normal. And then you know about the cat mission, right?
I know of it. I've not done it personally, but yes.
Yeah, so you get that from in here. Actually, if you're in the game or if you choose to log in, Ember should now be able to pick up the invite mission from the NPC. Because if he did the first 2, it unlocks. Just gotta go grab it, Ember.
I would say so, but there was a couple more things that going on with the Megaversary, but that's I guess that's all the ones that I can really find, apart from like radio shows.
Yeah, I see it.
And what have you. Lots of dance shows went on, lots of... but I'd call it a successful Megaversary.
Oh, yeah. It was successful Megaversary, successful anniversary, I think, honestly, on the whole. Like,
I just love that it takes place simultaneously, that it's a celebration of the game. You see a lot more people come in. You see, I'm constantly seeing new players. Yeah.
I'm constantly seeing new streamers.
New players, right? Even on top of that.
Which is like a whole different subset, Like, I'm sure there's way more people playing the game than streaming it. But I'm constantly seeing newer streamers nowadays. which is kind of nice.
So if you have any events that you would like us to promote here on the 0 Point Report, please send any requests to the 0 Point Report at gmail.com or tag us here on Twitter at 0 Point Report, and we'd be glad to put the word out there for you.
Ember, if you have it from the Discord, Balmer sent the picture from beta of what Learning of Legend used to look like.
All right, let me get that.
And thank you, Balmer. I really do appreciate it. It's all I wanted for Christmas.
I remember that.
I do not remember that.
That's what it used to look like when you put your interaction icon over a legend. It showed you being imbued with the knowledge. And I miss it so much.
I wonder why they took it away. I mean, it doesn't seem that offending.
Yeah, they just went for the straight up the honeycomb logo.
I guess they're trying to push the honeycomb as
that's
brand.
the main, like what you think of Secret World is a honeycomb.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, but like you're staring at it when you pick it up, right? Like that's what was weird to me. Is the interaction icons the same icon as what's floating in front of you? So that's why I didn't like the change. It represents you receiving the signal the buzzing transmits, since they transmit it to your brain and you write it down. Yeah, you're receiving a transmission in your head. It's not like you get books of the stuff. So yeah, I really loved this interaction icon in beta, and then I forget which wave of beta it went away in, but I was devastated. I was devastated.
Like, how dare you, sir?
Oh, my controller's back.
Oh.
My controller's back, Ember. And now I have light gloves. Prepare to meet your doom.
All right.
I'll say in other Funcom news, because there was at least one other thing going on. Moons of Madness, which, well, technically it's still Secret World.
Where'd you go?
Moons of Madness, they released 12 minutes of gameplay footage in a nice YouTube link. We're going to show it on today's stream, but...
It's kind of spoilery.
Yeah. But if you want to go check it out, if you're not completely sold on whether you're going to get Moons of Madness, you should go.
Woo!
Come back here, you little flea.
I know me personally, I'm going to be playing Moons of Madness when it comes out. Hands down.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure.
So
I'm gonna be...
I saw them release a 12-minute footage, and I was like, I'm not even really going to pay attention to that, because...
I think at least some of it was some of the stuff I saw from E3. So, I mean, I did watch a fair chunk of it, if not all of it, just to be prepared. So I feel like I should know what I'm talking about a little bit, I guess.
Well, it's also
what they released.
What they released was a
really
trailer, though, not like gameplay footage.
I mean, trailers are usually at least some gameplay footage, right?
Yeah, but there wasn't. It's not like you're going through the actual game. Too quick. Slow down.
I don't know. I think good trailers would basically be made with the in-game engine usually. But to kind of keep away from that, that thing where you don't want to fool people into what your game is actually like.
Now I'm just picking on.
Yeah.
I'm making my way in the game. So if you want to at least check out, if you're not quite sold on Moons of Madness, which if you're an avid Secret World player, I don't know why you wouldn't be, but go check it out. See if it's your thing, and hopefully you enjoy it. Like I said, I'm staying away from it. I don't want to see it. I already know I'm gonna get the game when it comes out.
I'm like trying to look for other streamers that are on right now while not getting hit by
a lumbering giant. Come back here.
I don't think anybody else is streaming Legends right now.
No, it's I was looking as well. It's some Conan Exiles.
I mean, I could.
We could send you over to Jimmy.
Yeah.
I could fire it up.
But I think that's good for the show. What do you guys think?
Yeah, we covered a lot.
Yeah, I think we covered pretty much everything. And again, massive thanks to Bomber for finding that.
That little nugget of beta
That's
info.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because it's been haunting my dreams for.
You're like, where did it go? And everyone's like, I don't know.
I
don't know where that.
I mean, I didn't even remember like exactly what it looked like. You know what I mean? It's been so long. I knew it was like a brain and a head, but I honestly didn't recall exactly what it looked like. So that was really cool. Nice to see.
So, agents, this has been the 0 Point Report, strain number 2. You can catch us recording live every other Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time here on the 0 Point Report Twitch channel, where you can also join us in chat and chat with us while we do the show live. I'm doing it live. You can get in touch with us by engaging with us on Twitter at 0 Point Report, emailing us at the 0 Point Report at gmail.com, checking out our previous shows on our YouTube channel of the same name, and joining us on our Discord server, the 0 Point Report. From all of us here at the 0 Point Report, we want to thank you for tuning in and wish you all the best Secret World adventures that you can survive, like dates. You can survive the dates.
Yeah.
88 stacks, was that it?
88 stacks.
If you could survive more than 88 stacks, let us know. So have a great night, and we'll see you next time. Have a good night, everyone.
Laters.
Bye.